Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing one.
Not next Monday, but the Monday after. Gonna go get a facial.
So, how was that facial yesterday? Was it good?
It was last week.
Oh, damn! See, I'm so confused.
It was really good. I'm definitely going back.
Good morning, T-Rex. Glad you could make it in here first. It's wonderful. Hey, Chris Mullen. How you doing? Good to see you.
Sorry. Good morning, humans. Good morning, dinos.
Feral housewife out there saying, hello, humans. So I don't get a good morning because I'm a dinosaur.
Such a nerd, T-Rex.
Yes. Love it, though.
Hi, Franz. Bye, Franz.
Nothing like swallowing your coffee the wrong way.
You're what? You're what now, Shizzy?
Nothing like swallowing your coffee the wrong way. Oh, man. Oh, yes. Hey, Franz, good to see you. Glad you could make it in here. Chris Mullen. You good? How are we both doing? We're doing good. Surprisingly enough, it was an interesting day yesterday. I was had Mo on, and I'm sitting there talking trash about Solomon Anderson. Guess who's in chat?
Nice. Did you guys get done with that then, or
do what? Did
you guys get done with that?
No. We came nowhere close to getting done with it. We just because we'll carry on a conversation right in the middle of it. It's like we get like 3 or 4 sentences out, and we're just both just like, "What is wrong with her? This is so crazy."
I know it's going to take you guys a month to get through that thing.
Oh, I'm telling you,
that's awesome. That's awesome. I love hearing you guys bitch about how stupid she is, though.
She is. She's so horrid. So horrid. I'm just like, why?
It's funny. It amuses me. I missed it. I stayed up all day yesterday with David for him to royally trigger me. And then I passed out at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I was like, I think Farrell probably went to sleep whenever I started up. I was like, I would bet she crashed. Oh man. Hey Jude, how you doing? Hey Cage, weird Lemmies. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that.
We're not going to talk about it, Rexy.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
Know who that is? That's Sorry.
How did? Well, it happens. It does happen. Yeah, it may have been context. Context is everything. Well, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this tonight because this is going to be a really weird one. So it's going to be a late, I guess maybe a weird. Oh, it's just going to be a weird evening tonight. Yes, tonight, because of course you have the primary, which is Nevada's primary, which doesn't mean anything, and the caucus, which is Thursday, which means something. And Nikki Haley is doing tonight, but she's not doing Thursday. It's so confusing. Good to see you, Cool Gamer. Let's see here. And what we've got. Let's show you. Present share screen. If I can pull it up. So yeah, I'm digging right into it. So to hell with all of this stuff. So what we've got, Nevada again holds a coveted first in the West slot presidential campaign calendar. Well, but this year's showdown, Silver State won't look like it did. State lawmakers opted to move away from the Iowa-style presidential caucuses that Nevada held for years in favor of the state-run primary next Tuesday. The state GOP opposed the plan and opted to hold the caucuses on February 8th to allocate delegates. Okay, you're with me now. So,
Yeah,
state
I
lawmakers
know. I'm trying
want.
to figure out how to turn this thing off my headphones while you're reading it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, can I? Maybe I'm too loud. Should I back off a little bit?
No, you're fine. I'm just gonna try because I still couldn't hear the intro and stuff, the music.
Oh, gotcha.
Turning it down, so I'm Googling how to turn off the noise canceling.
Yeah, that's what's doing it. But also be careful because it could cause it to feedback.
Right. I mean,
There it
and
is.
if it does, then I'll just switch to different headphones, but I
Do
wanna make
you
these ones
also
work.
in your settings? Do you have? Let me look. General. Why is it going to? If you go into your audio, do you have echo cancellation on?
In StreamYard?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Turn that
If I
off
turn
and
that
see.
off, think it'll work?
Yeah, yeah. Turn that off and let me know when you've got it turned off.
Okay, I turned it off.
Oh, your volume went way down.
Yeah.
Okay. Bring your volume on your microphone up so we can hear you.
How's that?
Hold on just a second. What I'll do is go in here and I will adjust it. Edit mic
Okay.
settings. Here we go.
Good
Talk for
morning,
me.
Eris. How's
Say
that?
again. Say again.
Yep. I can talk for a long time. I just don't know what to talk about.
I'm gonna try something. Give me just a second. Say something.
Okay. How about
Talk,
now?
talk again.
Now, Shizzy. Let
All
me
right. Right there. All
how's
right. Okay. Say
welcome
something.
to Support Live.
Okay. No, that's fine. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some music and
Thanks.
just really quick and see if you're able to hear it. Okay.
Okay.
Just let me know.
Isn't that
Not able to hear it. All right. Give me a second. One more thing to do. And no, I don't mind doing this real time. I'm fine with this.
right?
Like setting.
That's what we do in back
All right.
big sparrow shit.
That up all the way. Now I'm going to do it again. Let me know if you hear it. Nope.
No,
No.
so it wasn't the noise canceling.
All right, give me just a second. So what I did is I turned everything off for you, and I'm going to turn it back on, but I want to bring this and this, and then bring that up. Now say something.
All right. Can you hear me
Say something.
now?
There we go. Yeah, we can hear you. It's just a little low still.
Well, I can turn that noise canceling thing back
I
regular.
turned the well. Don't be careful of turning on the noise
Oh,
canceling.
never mind. It's on. You turned it back on, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So yeah, go just check and see if there's a way of turning the other thing off. So I was thinking about
Yeah.
that.
I'll work on it. If not, oh well.
Well, good morning, Chris. Hey, how you doing, Eris? Yeah, you missed that intro twice now. It's got to be noise canceling. The noise canceling headphones have to be what's causing it. Because I'm thinking, because what's happening is the way that noise canceling works. If the volume is so loud, it doesn't want it feeding back, so it'll automatically like shut that off. It's crazy. Some of them, if you hold the thing down, it'll turn it off. Like if you hold your finger on
Yeah,
it,
it's
turn
gotta.
it.
I gotta see what the right button is.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Good morning. Okay. Harrison, okay, tired but alive. I've been in really bitchy mood the last couple of days. You're in Union City, Tennessee. Oof. Yeah, that would make me bitchy too. That would make me bitchy too. See, I'd make a joke women should be seen and not heard. It's a joke. I must clarify. It's a joke because I'm meeting up with Pharaoh and she could legitimately kick your ass. Well, yeah.
Bad Rexy.
She could. She could. I still haven't loaded that thing up. I need to. So all right. So because in the primaries is where I was going with this. So the way that state lawmakers made it is they wanted to run the primaries, which goes against the rules of the GOP, which sets for caucuses on Thursday. So that's driving everybody in all kinds of bonkers. So I'm trying to determine whether I should do that tonight because I do cover the political stuff and we can see, but I'm thinking it really, because the primary really doesn't matter as far as the Republicans go. Maybe when I woke to Farrell's loves me. Oh, yes, Farrell's loves you. Good
Oh,
morning.
Sheila, I set up I'm gonna do words on stream after we get done, so
Oh, are you?
she's been bugging me to do it for weeks.
I mean, and the cool part about the words on stream, if people don't like it, then they just don't watch.
Right. That's I don't like it. Sometimes I pop in and make fun of them, but I figure I
So,
can do that today while I do laundry.
let me
Yeah.
see. I have 15 people watching right now. How many of you folks are subbed to Nicholas Starro? I mean, seriously, read. If you're not subbed to Nicholas Starro, Eris, if you can put Nicholas's thing up there,
Yes.
please.
He's just a few away from 4,000, and that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah, I would love to see Nicholas hit that 4,000. He's good
Yeah.
people, and if you don't like his stuff, that's fine. Just still sub to him, get him over that 4,000.
Yeah. That's honestly I don't get in there a whole lot. He always is I'm not interested in the trial he's currently doing, so I haven't been watching, and it seems like he's always on when I'm on other stuff, but he's
I've
good
got
people. I enjoy visiting with him when I'm on a stream with him and stuff.
I've got a trial I want to watch so much, but I can't. I don't have time for it. I'm so
Oh,
frustrated
that
with.
is it Melly? Is it the one that I can't keep track of all these rappers and things like that?
Nope, nope, no rappers. It is one that is going completely under the radar, and I really
Oh,
want to watch it. I'm tempted, really tempted to 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 do it during the day. Just have the trial up in the background and work.
yeah. I had one I really wanted to do, but then the guy pled out, so it was a unaliving that happened at my relative's house. So I really wanted to do that, watch that, but he pled out, which is better for everybody involved. But
Well, and I'll have to see because the time schedule for it. It would. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to cover it or not, but I may pull it up and just have it running in the background
mhm,
and try to comment whenever I can. But
pop in and out, yeah,
yeah, most of the time just be working because it is insane, and it shouldn't be too long, but we'll see.
yeah.
We will see. They had jury selection yesterday, from what I gather. So,
Okay, good
hmm,
deal.
but that's sort of what I'm looking at, is possibly covering that one. Oh, T Rex trucking more. Check out Nicholas Staros channel. Yes, definitely, guys. Please. There's Nicholas Staros. Get him over that 4,000 mark, and let him know. Let him know that you came over from Shizzy's and hit sub on that. That'll make me really happy, because then he'll come over
Um,
and goes, "How'd you do that? How'd you do that? I was on with David, and I didn't get
oh,
him."
he got it. He's at 4,000 subs.
Nice, sweet,
Yay!
awesome.
That's
Thanks, guys.
awesome.
I love it.
Did you see,
Awesome.
Toby Keith died yesterday?
Yeah, I saw that. That was something else I was going to cover. It was like, man, don't you
Yeah.
dare, Harris.
Sorry. Spoiler alert. Eris, you're a bully.
Oh my. See, and this is how we try to help our little community out here in the YouTube verse, is whenever we see things like this, sort of, we hope the best for everybody in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toby
He
Keith
was
was young.
62.
Hmm.
He had stomach cancer.
Yeah, and everyone's talking about the Prince Charles having cancer.
Mhm.
Now it's King Charles or King Cuck or whatever the hell they want to call him. Uh, he has cancer. I mean, there's a possibility that he could have. Sorry. King Chuck. I said Chuck, didn't I? King Chuck.
Mm,
Chuck. King Chuck.
sure.
Chuck. He has cancer also, they diagnose with, and there's always a possibility that he could have colon cancer, prostate cancer, cancer of the ween, cancer of the brain. Who knows what kind of cancer they
Mm,
found? They found something.
right.
I would suspect, and I could be wrong on this, but I would suspect that it was the colon cancer, which is not a pretty thing. I have a friend that is not longing for the world, and with that, he's got the big C, which is rough, being that he was uh, he has two daughters, and one of them will be graduating high school this year. So, yeah, he took a turn for the worse. It's stage 3 and stage 4,
Mm,
whatever this like they're just doing it to prolong his life at this point. So
yeah.
any sort of
That's
treatment they
cancer,
give him,
man. That's such. Ugh.
it's rough. And anybody that, I mean, he beat it once, but it came back and forth. So I hate seeing it, hate hearing it about it. But you know, he doesn't.
Right.
He
Yeah.
pretty much says, "Hey, I don't want anybody feeling sorry for me. I want to enjoy my life till its fullest, until I'm done." Crazy, crazy. There's why is that too much effing cancer around lately? Consider how long people have been funding research. You'd think they actually have a flipping cure for it at this point. You would think. You would think. But whenever you spray down all your
There's no
vegetables,
money in it.
yeah, you spray down your veggies and all kinds of chemicals, and you spray down your meat, inject it with all kinds of chemicals. You think there's going to be some sort of side effects?
Yeah. It's probably because your arms are so short, T Rex.
That
Makes it
could be
hard
it.
to type.
Yeah. Someone please fix this typing glass for phones. Uh, I'm finding some bad stuff. Gird your loins. Meow. So Donald Trump is competing. Well, so here we go. Allocate delegates. Party is also barred from candidates running the primary, from running in the caucuses, forcing them to choose one event over the other. Now you can choose the one you want to, and the delegates can choose the one they want to, and the people voting whatever in those primaries or caucuses or whatever can do whatever the hell they want to. They're making it confusing in it's not democratic. It's in the Democrat primary. President Joe Biden faces author Maureen Williams. Oh, it's Marianne. Sorry, Maroon, and a handful of relatively unknown challengers. Well, no shit, because it's just about making a little bit of extra money. Primary and caucus night. Nevada's state-run Democrat and Republican presidential primaries will be held Tuesday. Polls close at 7 p.m., which is 10 p.m. Eastern. Oh, so I've got perfect. I'll be able to do the thing with the Jesus. Well, sorry, tonight without a problem. That'll work. Yeah, I can do that tonight, and then still be able to cover the primaries for the Democrats. And for the party-run GOP caucuses will be held 2 days later on the February the 8th. Yeah, on Thursday, and that'll be 5 p.m. to 7:30, which is 8 p.m. to 10:30. So we should have something definitive. Pretty much, we know how Nevada's going to roll. Shizzy, is this live? What is happening? Expert, good to see you. Yes, it is live. So I am over on Z Twitter. I'm on Kick. I'm on Rumble. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, like it, all that kind of stuff. Yes, Cock Us Night or Carcass Night. That's what I did my first one. This Carcass. The Associated Press will provide coverage for the Democrat and Republican presidential primaries on Tuesday and the caucuses on February 8th. So now I know where to find it. The Democrat primary ballot includes Biden, Williamson, and some other 11 random candidates. We can't list them all because they're sort of meaningless at this point. We know who's planning on running. And then, of course, the Republican caucuses will feature two candidates, Trump and some other guy named Ryan Binkley, pastor. Haley is not on the caucus ballot. Imagine that. Write-in votes are not allowed in either the primary or the caucuses. In the primary, voters also have the option to vote for none of these candidates. But only in the primary. It's weird.
You're such a
Only
nerd
regis-
expert.
Only registered party members can participate in that party's primary. However, Nevada is also same-day registration, which allows new voters to register and registered voters to change their party affiliations at the polls on Tuesday or during the early voting period. The deadline to change party affiliation for voters casting mail ballots was January. GOP caucuses are limited to registered Republicans. The deadline to register was January 9th. No same-day registration is permitted. Caucus goers must present a government-issued ID. Republican voters may participate in both Republican primary and caucuses. Delegate allocation rules. Nevada's 38 pledged Democrat. Jesus, it's not Democratic. Democrat delegates are allocated according to the National Party standard rules. 8 at-large delegates are allocated in a portion of the statewide primary vote, as are 5 PL. I don't care because we already know who's going to get this one. I mean, if they're not,
yeah, Rexy just channeled it.
yeah, yeah. Greatest smelling snafu. See, is that Farrell? I thought it was Mo. Oh my, no, Mo is tonight.
Well, that's better than yesterday. I'll forgive you, expert.
It's well. I'm not going to say it. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I want to say it so bad, but I'm not saying it.
I know. Yeah. Let's not. I don't want to fight today.
I'm not going to get eggs this morning. No eggs for me. I think I'm just going to do some bacon and maybe a little bit of cheese with my bacon, but no eggs. The GOP caucuses function like a party-run primary, only with very limiting polling hours and no accommodation for absentee voting except for a small handful of active duty military voters, which is the way that it should be. Absentee should be because of the very extenuating circumstances of not being able to be there. And you should, they should be not mailed the day of. You should have that stuff in for it to get there the day of. Rabbit, I'm going back to sleep right now. You'll massage her later? Why are you going to massage her? Oh, message her. Got it. Yes.
Shizzy. I hope you're feeling better, expert.
Your beard is coming in very nicely, Mo.
She better be talking to you.
Yes. Get some rest, expert, please. No, she's talking to me. They come to see you. They don't come to see me. The Associated Press will declare winners in both Democrat and Republican primaries on Tuesday, as well as Republican caucuses on February 8th. In the primaries, Nevada law requires all elections for president and statewide offices to provide an option to vote for none of these candidates. According to Nevada, Nevada only votes cast for named candidates are counted in determining the nomination or election to these offices. In other words, the none of these candidates option cannot win delegates. In contests in which delegates are at stake or electoral votes be elected president, governor, or U.S. senator. However, if none of these candidates' ballot option receives the highest number of votes in an election, the AP will declare none of these candidates as winner of the race. In other words, that it has received more votes than any candidate. In this circumstance, the AP would also declare which candidate placed second behind none of these candidates. Any delegates at stake in the primary would be calculated using only the votes results of candidates. Very confused still. This is in keeping with the unique nature of the presidential primary, which is unlike other elections in that winner is elected to office or doesn't advocate to a subsequent round of voting as a result of the victory being the top vote getter in a presidential primary usually entitles a candidate to more delegates, but no delegates are up for grabs in the Nevada Republican primary, in which the only thing at stake is bragging rights, declaring none of these candidates received the most votes or won the primary. So I think I got this. Can I see another beautiful nation fail? I came to see another beautiful. I love it. So from what I can gather is basically someone will just get the bragging rights that none of these candidates won. That's all they're getting. Carolyn, she's shitting in a tree, kicking expert in the hiney. God-fearing woman. You guys are horrible. But no delegates are up for the grabs. But that's the only thing. So it only matters in the caucus. The other is the primary is just the bragging rights. So, and Trump is not on the primary. Oh, you muted yourself, sweetheart.
So frustrating. I said I wish that none of these could be the winner. That would be funny.
It probably will be. More than likely it will be.
Well, it can't. It says that it can't be. That's what I mean. I wish it could be.
No, it does.
I don't like any of them.
See? The AP will declare none of these candidates as winner of the race, or in other words, it received more votes than any candidate in these circumstances. Of course, then
That's
none of these,
hilarious.
they basically will declare which candidate placed second behind none of these candidates. Any delegates at the primary at stake in the primary will be calculated using only the vote results of candidates. So in this keeping with the unique
We should
nature
do
of
that for the presidential election. Just none of them. We
God,
don't want one.
none of them, none of them. No, because if I'm not mistaken, if none of them wins, then it just goes automatically to the person currently there.
No, I don't want that. I just don't want any of them. Let's just eat them all, top to bottom, start over.
Yes. Sean, good morning, Sean Bird. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, Steffu.
I do too, Lexi.
So what does turnout and advance vote look like? As of January 1st, there were about 2.3 million registered voters in Nevada. About 31% of them were Democrats, 28 Republicans, 34 independents. So more independents than there are of anything else. There's not a recent Nevada presidential primary to provide a meaningful point of comparison, but turnaround for 2020 Democrat caucus was about 6% of registered voters. Yeah, but not for the election. Apparently, for the election, there were the most amount of votes that ever been cast from non-disclosed locations like bridges and overpasses and underpasses and things like that. Nothing shady there. In addition to 1 week in-person early voting period, which is crazy, all registered voters in Nevada are sent a primary ballot by mail unless they opt out, and that's ridiculous too. Nearly 124,000 Nevadans had already cast their primary ballots, about 61% in the Democrat primary and 39% in the Republican primary. In recent state primaries, 56 of voters cast ballots before primary day in 2018, while 78 did so in 2022. Isn't that amazing? 78% of the voters, like they get 2% turnout at any of these caucuses, but 78% of them show up to vote. That's pretty high turnout. Hey, good morning, Broken Baker. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Going to make sure they don't miss me saying hi. T-Rex, how you? You're alive and bitchy, so normal. Yeah. In the Republican caucuses, voting must take place in person.
In
person at the caucus state on that caucus day. Although allowances are made.
Words are hard, Chizzy.
Huh? You like the caucus?
Words are hard. I think you mispronounced every word in that.
Yeah, I don't care. How long does vote counting usually take? So imagine in a caucus, it takes, but typically the state does not release the vote results until after that. Well, no shit, you can't release the vote. It's fucking amazing. We don't release before. No, we wait until after every vote is cast and then we release the results. Jesus Christ. The first vote update will not be until 12:41 a.m., which the final election might update at 4:44 a.m. with 82% of the votes tabulated. So it could be 4 o'clock in the morning before they know. In 2016, the first votes were reported at 11:01. The last night was 5:19. So the next morning, with 100% of the votes counted. Are we there yet? As of Tuesday, there will be 273 days until November general election. Okay, that makes no sense. But okay, We got it. Interesting stuff. Crazy, interesting stuff. Let's see. Hey, Lexi and Sue. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Really glad you could make it. Hey, Sue. How are you? Good to see you again. And I don't think I mean, I could probably play this, but I'm not going to. Creating voter confusion. I'm just looking to see if there's anything that I missed on that part of it, because most of it doesn't really matter at all. Yeah, I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. What to expect in primary and Cox. Primary and caucus. Nope, don't care. That one doesn't really matter. But of course, as you all know here, share this tab instead. Come on. Stop being difficult.
It's my hypocrite stream, Sue.
There's your hypocrite stream.
Yeah.
Here it is. Biden warns of nightmare future for the country if Trump should win again and lists reasons why. So here's Biden ticking off the list of reasons. He says a second Donald Trump presidency would be nightmare for the country. Like you're doing so good. Biden opening campaign swing with fundraiser when you focus on Trump's ample history of provocative statements. Okay. Bad words. Mean man, bad, scared. It was on the community center, predominantly black section of Las Vegas when he told the crowd, the reason we'll make Donald Trump a loser again is because if you ain't black, you ain't voting for me. Biden says stakes were huge when he took on Trump in 2020. What made America, I thought, was at risk, and they're even larger now. They shoot a ration. Yeah, that's about what he said, because he cannot. His speech is worse than me at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's 7 o'clock.
Well, it's getting worse and worse too every time he is around where you can see him.
Oh yeah.
When they let him out of the basement.
Hey, you saw that interview that hey, how you doing, Volstorm? No one ever promotes Biden, but they just bash Trump. That's pretty much it right there. I mean, yep. It's sort of a game like whack-a-mole. They just keep whacking away at him, and they still haven't done a whole lot of damage. We have to keep the White House, must keep the Senate, win back the House. Accomplish that, we can save American democracy. Well, idiot, don't you realize this is a republic? Constitutional republic that you've trampled all the fuck over. So don't give two shits what you have to say. Trump campaign spokesman Stephen Chung responded in kind, saying Biden has been a nightmare for the country in just 3 short years in the White House, and no amount of gaslighting will make Americans forget about all the misery and destruction he has brought. And that pretty much boils it up right there. What was that? So, Eris, are you going to ask me to have on an e-thought too? Always complain about them. Hey, don't you dare, start calling Farrell an e-thought. Sue Farrell only plays games with people's minds. She doesn't like playing games, though. If I disappear in 2 weeks, y'all all know what happened.
I'll help search Sue.
Oh, really? So if you have an e-thought in your stream, I'm going to be petty in chat. But whatever floats your boat, love. There you go. That's how you got to control the baker. But he came to Nevada to rouse voters. See, none of this stuff really matters because it's just word salad. Because we already know what's going to happen. I mean, it's already been pre-planned what their goals are for this whole election. I mean, they've telegraphed it like years in advance. They're going to pull the same shit that they did last year or last 4 years. Is they will not debate. So here's what I foresee, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I foresee that whenever it comes time for the presidential debates, Joe Biden won't debate him. He
No.
just won't do it. But then he'll turn around and say, "Well, Trump won't debate me." It's just like Trump
Right.
will be like, well, "I don't need to debate you." But they won't
Right.
debate. I don't think there will be a single debate between
There
those.
won't be not a single one.
They'll just keep talking trash about each other, and more than likely you'll see Trump on multiple TV stations because there is no way that Biden can handle himself in a debate with Trump at all. They got to get him jacked up on whatever drugs they have to make him cognizant for at least an hour. And most of it might even be pre-recorded. It wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't do it live. He won't get asked any hard questions about what's going on at the border. The only thing that he'll say is, "Well, it was Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault. If Trump gets in there, he's gonna put up electric fences with alligators and moats." And you can see what they're talking about already. And then whenever it comes time for the election, you're going to see that all of these mail-in ballots are just going to all of a sudden appear everywhere. You'll have multiple mail-in ballots, and they'll even have some of the boxes already checked just for you. So whenever you turn them back in, they already know how the election is going to go, and then what's going to happen with the American people whenever they say enough is enough. What happens? See, there's a reason why the government is fearful of its people, as it should be. But I don't think Biden is scared one bit because, well, we're taking those rights away too. Isn't it wonderful? Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. I like this. We're gonna show something here. It's gonna make your day. I love this.
Yeah.
That's messed up. Oh.
And that's only a
Oh,
short
that's
section of it.
sweet.
So what it is he's playing a video game and he's sniping people, and that's why he's laughing. He just popped a guy from like 12 1,200
Sean.
meters. Oh my god, it's just hilarious. Mm. I showed this last night, but I have to show it again because make sure that there is music, so I'll not play it. So the caption over this is my dog bit my wife, so I had to put her down.
Yeah, I knew that's where that was going. I got a gun for my wife. Good trade.
Oh, yeah. I've got
Night, Rexy.
Night, Rexy. You take care. Oh, holy cow! Look at this. You must sleep. Well, you can't sleep right away because.
Excuse me, ladies. Did you hear about the guy with the 5 penises? His pants fit like a glove.
There you go, T-Rex. That one's for you. That one's for you, brother. Congratulations on being a member for 2 months. Yeah, they do have in real life physics in some of these games now. It's pretty damn awesome.
It's crazy how fast that goes. Like, it feels like you just got monetized.
Who?
You. Like, it doesn't feel like it's been that long already.
I know. It hasn't been really. If you think about it, really hasn't.
Flies.
I got monetized in November, like a year after I started. And so my goal for this year is to get it to 1,000. If I hit 1,000, I'll be like so happy and excited. I'll do a little dance.
Will
Probably
you?
not on camera. Probably
Excited?
not. Yeah, excited. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. This is awesome.
You're making T-Rex uncomfortable when you call him Rexy. I love it. Baldo saying, Rexy is my favorite place.
Sorry.
Mm.
Farrell is excited. David said so. Are you?
Mm.
I don't think you're excited about it.
No, I'm not.
I'm so excited I just can't hide it. Oh.
Rexy Baker already gets a flood of DMs.
Mm-hmm. Well, he can't help it. So this is pretty cute right here. Battlefield sucks now, sadly. Yes. So this pup was found in Gaza.
Oh, you got him. So scared.
Poor little
He
guy.
wants to be loved on.
He's just like, oh, please, please. He's like, so like about to pee himself. Like, don't be mean. Don't be mean to me. And the music is like, look, like, help me. Okay, you're not so bad. And now he's playful. Look at that, all grown. Not a puppy anymore. Goes on walks. I mean,
You
what a big
got
difference.
him.
What a big difference.
That is adorable.
Yes. Yes. That is such a submissive posture. Poor baby. He's seen some. Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
I think that was a dog that was reunited with its owner, right? No, it's a guy found that pup in Gaza. It was an IDF soldier found the dog in Gaza and brought her home. But I did find one of Farrell's children.
Oh, Lord.
I did find one of Farrell's children. Again, it's and if you've ever met one of Farrell's children, this is the kind of crap that they do.
I mean, you're probably not wrong.
She's dialing 911. This is Farrell's children, like to a T. They would do that kind of stuff. Us kids were so bad with that stuff. Whenever we were kids. I did see someone posted this. They said Britain's citizenship test. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, this is Britain's citizenship test. Here we go. Bungee jumping down to get this cracker dipped into coffee or biscuit.
Tea.
Yeah, tea. I saw that. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. They should implement that. Oh, let's see. But I did find some more stuff from the front lines. And whenever I first saw this, I was like, oh, I know where this is going. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this isn't going to go well. If you know, you can spot it right away. If you know, you can spot it right away. There's some telltale signs to this, but you'll understand whenever it happens.
There you go.
Mortar.
Fire. Down the way. Fire. Fire.
See, right here, there's little spikes, and these things get nailed into the ground to hold it in place. And they didn't have it even close to being into the ground. It's floating on top. I was like, oh, this isn't going to do good.
Right?
Yeah, it's a biscuit in that part of the world, not a cookie. They're civilized. Yeah, it's a biscuit.
It's a cookie.
Remember,
biscuits are for gravy.
Good morning, Jess Rouvry. So glad you could make it. And again, all you fine folks, go over and sub to Nicholas. Keep him over that 4,000 mark. Most definitely.
T-Rex, I feel like I've been telling you good night for hours. Go to bed.
Well, it says, "This is an airport. I am announcing my departure. Goodbye, all." Well, goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. 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 See you. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.
Maddie.
Another wedding party wiped out.
Wow.
Don't call UK civilized. Not when they're so barbaric. They still have a monarchy. Yeah. There you go.
No, Brandon. No. I went to bed at like 8 o'clock last night.
It was very exciting.
Shizzy's gonna get punched today.
Am I? You think I'll get punched today?
I'll call your wife, tell her to hit you.
This is T-Rex knocking on Farrell's door.
Who stays up?
Oh, Owie. What that is not. Ouch.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help
you.
So bad. No. I was held captive by Farrell, Jessica, and Baldo in the back room. I slept there and wanted to go.
Excuse me, ma'am. I did say goodbye in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
You can go back and look at it. It's still there. You and Jamie wouldn't shut up, so I couldn't say good night.
Oh, I got something that's probably going to get me in all kinds of trouble.
I'm okay with that.
Yep, I can feel it happening. So in 2007, you heard of the WWE, right? And the whole
unfortunately
stuff. But little do you remember this part.
Yeah, you know what I did the other night? I made my coworkers all listen to Rackets reading the complaint.
Oh,
they took away our ability to use earbuds at work, and they're like, "No, we can't do that anymore." I'm like, "All right, guess what you all get to listen to." That lasted one night. Now we can use them again.
Nice. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, here we go. Remember this guy, right? So
I don't know any of them. I could care less about
Chris Benoit
any
in 2007. I'll explain afterwards, and you'll understand why they pulled this. And whenever they discovered what happened with Chris Benoit, he deleted his wife and child and then deleted himself.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. They suspect it was from all the traumatic head injuries and from the massive amount of steroids that he is pumping. Yeah, that was what happened. Like young child. We're not talking like, teenager or anything. It was a very, very young child. Like just gone.
Yeah.
And yeah. Yeah, I had horrible CTE. Just, I mean, it was so heartbreaking.
They didn't. Chris said, "Why are they paying tribute to him?" In that case, they didn't know at that time, right? That he had done it.
Huh? Oh, at that time, no, it was still under investigation.
Yeah.
But yeah, they removed it pretty quickly after that. They were
Right.
going to air it, and I think they started to air it, and whenever they found out, it was like, no, do not want to be glorifying this dude at all on this
Creatine
stuff.
Plus.
Creatine Plus, yeah. Why are they paying tribute to him in that case? Because they were jumping the gun. That's all that it was. They just jumped the gun. Yeah, when it happened, people thought it was a crazed fan or something. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was
Yeah, I don't know. Literally know nothing about any of that. So
I remember it. I didn't know to what extent it had happened. So I was like, oof, I have no idea about any of this. And so we'll get back to our there was an investigation. Yeah, they didn't investigate it, but that night they were pretty much they figured out what exactly happened. It just it was horrible.
that's awful.
Yeah. Well, and
Don't
then
do
of course
drugs, kids.
you end up with the conspiracies, But yeah,
Of course.
he just flipped the hell out, and away he went. So Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, Camel Toe Harris, Liz Cheney, I don't know who Carly Florina is or whatever. And for now, Nikki Haley, the former South Carolina governor, is the latest in a long line of women. Great. Historically, some of Republican Donald Trump's most stubborn challengers, for whom the former president saves a special playbook. It's centered around intimidation, combined with a now familiar brand of vulgarity, nicknames, and other insults he applies for men, too. Okay. So what's fair for women, he should do to men also. That's what I'm thinking. Calls him little Marco Rubio, then why not? Call him. But where he tries to emasculate his male opponents, Trump works in put downs about the appearance of women, their emotional balance, and their intelligence. He mispronounces their names. He seems to confuse two politicians who are women and questions their right to challenge him. Oh my God, people are so stupid.
They're still talking about that.
Oh my God. Trump's nickname for Haley, a Republican who served as own ambassador to the United Nations, is Bird Brain. Well, she proved herself.
Well, if the shoe fits.
Who the hell was the imposter Trump rallied after the New Hampshire primary against Haley, who acknowledged his victory but refused to drop out of the GOP presidential nomination fight? When I watched her in her fancy dress, it probably wasn't so fancy. I said, "What's she doing? We won." Haley, who lost in Iowa and New Hampshire, but has vowed to stay in the race through her home states, first in the South GOP. Why? Because money. Shot back that Trump threw a tantrum because he feels threatened. No, he's just going, why? You're losing.
You throw a tantrum?
Oh my God.
He's wondering why you're taking a victory lap. Because she did. She totally took a victory lap.
She keeps taking victory laps. Sweetheart, you're not even getting 50%. Not even 50%, and you're taking a victory lap. Just because you scored higher than anybody else below you does not mean that should be a victory. Jesus. It's not just that he's running against Nikki Haley, said Debbie Walsh, director of Center for American, or we'll just call him WAP, American Women in Plot at Rutgers, because she's even denying to challenge him. He goes after women for their appearance, for their gender. No, he does the same thing for dudes too. Who gives?
Right.
He doesn't care.
He's crass. Who cares?
Exactly. Did he make a good president? Did he do what he said he was going to do? Did he make mistakes? All of these things weigh into it. She's burning like $50 million a state. Donate that shit to a state charity, woman. Exactly. How about something to women? It's not your first. not your last. If you're first, if you're not first, you're last. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a Ricky Bobby. If you're not first, you're last.
It's true.
It is. It is so true. Calls him like he sees him. Well, and so what if it's crass? And so what if he's wrong in so many different levels? Did he do a good job as a president? Did we see a lot of prosperity while he was president? See, it's amazing to me that the and it's the same on both sides. I'm just using this as an example that the Democrats don't recognize anything that he did to raise up the economy. They want to congratulate Obama for that, and then on the backside of it, they congratulate Joe Biden for making the economy better after Donald Trump. And we know this is not true because it was shitty for Obama. A lot of racial crap going on. This is whenever BLM started. And then we have on the back end of it, BLM continued. And if Trump would have just gone in there and said, you know what, you're burning up cities, I'm sending in National Guard. You have the ability, you're more than welcome to do it. We're going to protect federal buildings. Oh, well, wait, he did do that. And then everybody lambasted him for doing it. Yeah, better? Well, they're serious. She thinks she is one too, deranged like a woman who hasn't slept in weeks. Danish papers are writing how great she is. When you ask why they never show your polls with her 50 to 60 points behind, they get really angry. Yes, they do. Biden's only accomplishment is not making it a whoop since depends on the daily. Facts, not in evidence. Okay, Eris, you go feed the kitties. Yes, you are breakfast, because if you were happen to like fall asleep and not wake up again, you would be dinner. Cats are like that. So who hell is imposter? When I watched her in a fancy dress that probably wasn't so fancy, I said, what's she doing? We won. It's not just he's running against Nikki Haley. In fact, Trump has bragged about dominating women, an assumption challenged when one refuses to step aside. You can do anything to women when you're famous, Trump said on Access Hollywood tape that threatened his 2016.
They're still using that.
Okay, but here's the thing. That on the 2016, that was like in 2008 that he said that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're still using that.
They're saying.
Does anybody actually care that a couple of dudes were dicking around and somebody made some gross comment?
I make gross comments all the time. Yeah, it was like 2008. He wasn't even considering running for president at that time. He had no political ambition whatsoever.
I've heard worse stuff than that with a bunch of girls.
Like, I've heard worse stuff than that.
We're not any better.
No, trust me, they're not. I've heard some of the conversations. I'm like, oh wow, I thought dudes were bad. Good Lord Almighty. Trump's share of women voters increased in 2020 to 44%, even as he lost to President Joe Biden, in part because Biden gained support among men. Okay. Haley, for her part, has mostly taken Trump's sexism in stride. How is it sexism whenever you're speaking truth? All right. So if someone looks at me and goes, son, you got a gut. How is that anything? But if you look at some woman and you go, man, she's got a fat ass. How's that sexism? It's pointing out the fucking obvious. Spokesman for Trump campaign did not respond to a request for comment. Here to look at Trump's approach to women, he sees obstacles. Hillary Clinton, she was a nasty woman, no lie. Didn't look presidential, and her voice gave Trump a headache. Oh, yeah, I think it gave everyone a headache. As Clinton answered questions during a town hall style event, the 6'3" Trump repeatedly hovered over her and behind the 5'5" former senator and Secretary of State. He loomed so close, she wrote later, my skin crawled. Oh, sure. Oh, cry a little harder. So you're intimidated by men. Is that what you're saying? He's an intimidating foe? Is that what she's saying? that Trump is intimidating. I had a female politician say worse stuff to me when I wrote politics. The same who always cried about dirty men, of course, a lefty. Mm-hmm. You want Sonichu news? I am not talking about Sonichu. That's not going to happen. I'm not talking about Chris
Bad
Cheney.
expert.
Bad expert. You want that? You go over to meme. Meme copium. That's good.
Like Sue said, there's worse stuff on these streams.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's funny.
Also, by the way, make sure you guys have subbed to Nick. If you haven't subbed to Nick, we got to keep him above the 4,000 for like the next 24 hours. Tell him I sent you. Trump, as president, called the House Speaker Crazy Nancy. Yeah, refusing to shake your hand at State of the Union address after the House had impeached him. That's just like if someone comes up to you and accuses you of committing a crime, and then you go up and shake their hand. Why would you do that? Of course I wouldn't shake her hand. Screw her. She called him worse things, questioning his manhood in one meeting with Democrats. If a manhood could ever be associated with him. In 2019, she issued a smirk and clap to him when he arrived to deliver the State of the Union speech. A moment preserved, an iconic photo. Next year, she openly scoffed at him on camera as he spoke, and she ripped a copy of his speech on camera behind his back and held up the pieces for all to see. That's actually not what that was. There was a lot more involved in that. Haley has stepped up to her questions about Trump's mental fitness since January 19th speech when he repeatedly seemed to confuse her with Pelosi. And they forget to bring up why he misstated that in the first place, because he got every single one of you fuckers to admit that she was in charge of security for January 6th. That's what all you assholes did, AP included. Camel Toe Harris. Trump barely mentioned Senator Tim Kaine when he was Clinton's running mate in 2016. But 4 years later, he had plenty to say about Biden's vice president because she's a skank. Trump almost immediately called her nasty and said that nobody likes Harris, and that comment taps into a common standard of likability that's applied to women in leadership far more often than men. No, she's horrible. She's wretched. Even Democrat women hate her.
Find the lie. She is nasty. And nobody likes her.
Nobody wanted to even vote for her in the primary. That's how bad she was. She got beat out by everybody. She was barely getting 2%. Marianne Wilson was getting more votes than her. Okay. Tell me that people didn't like her in the first place without saying they don't like her. It's because she's a woman of color.
I love the next one. Cheney.
Liz Cheney. Skank. Former Republican, of course, Representative Liz Cheney of Wyoming continues to draw Trump's wrath even after she lost the House seat. Cheney was one of 10 House Republicans who voted to impeach Trump after the January 6th insurrection. There was no fucking insurrection. Get over your goddamn selves. Facts, not in evidence. Name one person that has been convicted of insurrection on January 6th. One person. Just, I dare you. One. That's it. And she declared her mission to prevent Trump from returning to presidency. Doing so, she warned late last year, would mean the U.S. could become a dictatorship. Yeah, I would call her Crazy Liz Cheney also. I don't know who this Clary Fiorni is. Hewlett-Packard CEO Carly. Okay. 2015 interview. This is in 2015. Why didn't you put that one first? Look at that face. Who was then part of running field for GOP presidential nomination. And who had anyone vote for that? Can you imagine that? The face of our next president. Women who aren't politicians but get under Trump's skin. No one wrinkles Trump quite like women who face him in court. Because he doesn't fucking know this person. He said this. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this E. Jean Carroll is. She's accusing you of shit that supposedly happened in New York like 30 years ago. over 30 years ago, that he's just like, what in the hell are you talking about, woman? I don't know you. But because New York, they changed their rules and their regulations where now you could sue somebody that supposedly did something to you with no time limit, because they increased the statute of limitations to infinity.
Yep.
So all it's going to take is, we'll just find some other woman that was probably around at that point in time that doesn't like him, and see if we can get her
I
to
didn't be around at that time.
This is their game. How many more do you think will come out of the woodwork? Out of
So
New York
many.
City?
So many more.
Peacefully and patriotically. Liz still alive?
Mhm.
Well, she didn't go and hang with Jeffrey Epstein, let's put it that way. Well, I mean, because she sided with she sided with Hillary, so she's not hanging with him at all. Trump's mutterings during the proceedings is a witch hunt. It really is a con job. Came while the jury was in courtroom. Yes, no lies there. So the drama culminated expensively January 27th when jury said Trump must pay Carol 8.3. But that doesn't mean that that's the end of it, because there's still an appeal. That's on top of a $5 million sex assault and defamation verdict last year from another jury in a case brought by Carol. It still can be appealed. Dummies. Stephanie Clifford, better known as a film actress Stormy Daniels, insists Trump during legal proceedings stemming from $130,000 payment she received from an attorney, Michael Cohen, to silence her about alleged affair. This is something, he began calling her horse face. Does she not look like she's a little long in the jaw? I mean, it's not my fault. I love that. Love the deposition. They have one picture of him shaking her in her hand in a receiving line. The fact that he went furniture shopping with another woman, but nothing about the fake.
Right.
Oh, I've got the. Oh, yeah, that deposition is freaking hilarious.
See, he met her. He shook her hand.
He shook her hand.
Proves he's guilty, right?
Well, and he also couldn't tell the difference between his wife and her, or his ex-wife and her, or Marla, or whatever her name was. It was the wife that he had between Ivanka and Melania. So $130,000 payment, yeah, from her lawyer, not from him, from his lawyer. Haley has carefully calibrated her candidacy as a woman. Why would you need to? If you're a woman, it doesn't matter. Be a woman, you're a candidate. At this point, and it's sort of what I learned in the military. There is no man, there is no woman, there is no green, there is nothing. You are low lives. You exist only by your rank and your achievements at your rank. But that sort of went out the door whenever they started saying it was okay for men to chop their junk off and still join the military. There you go. That's what you get. Go shower with some women. Hooray. Seems like she's more interested in being a female than or more concerned with how she looks as a female. She frequently references her high heels. Okay, who gives a shit? She recalls defeating older, more powerful men on her way. Yeah, I'm sure she did. And she talks about the need to raise strong girls into strong women. Don't care. That tack allows Haley to deflect Trump's aggression, hitting back with a smile, letting her supporters draw their own conclusions. Okay. He's very immature, she said of Trump, and so clearly scared to lose to a powerful woman. Man up, Donald. I know you can do it. Yeah, he doesn't really care. He doesn't see her as a threat. If he does, well, shame on him for doing that, because I don't see her as being anything.
Right. Rexy, I sent you that picture.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Good to see you, Wolfie. Good to see you. Glad you can make it.
I can show you. I'll show you what I sent him, actually.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Share screen.
Now let's pull that up. It says, I will put you in a suitcase and help people look for you. What does the rest of it say?
There. There it
hide,
is.
hide. Oh, hide and go to sleep.
Hide and go sleep.
Hide and go to sleep. There you go. Aw. So you wear that at work
I should.
as you're working in the around the suitcases.
I made it for the Sarah Boone trial.
I love it. Ah, wolf call. Meow. Wolf from good morning. Good morning, breakfast, Eris. So here, this is in Lincoln, Illinois. Women stream into the courtroom and sit shoulder to shoulder, coats bunched in bags on lap. Crystal Martinez, a human trafficking survivor, enters accompanied by a guard. Her face breaks into a teary smile at the sight of benches full of supporter. Martinez, who has been incarcerated for more than 2 years in Illinois' largest prison for women for shooting a man, was being resentenced under a rare Illinois law, allowing judges to reduce jail time for some domestic violence survivors. So she basically shot the guy that was domesticatedly violence to her. She was sentenced to 8 years. All I want is for her to come home and happy. Big red lipstick on her forehead. Martinez scheduled for release on May 17th. Congratulations. If dude was beating you and you stopped him from doing that, this is why women should be armed. Illinois State Senator Robert Peters, who sponsored gender-based violence, no, that should stop right there. It shouldn't be gender-based at all.
Right.
To be incarcerated here with children on the outside is like, so what about men? Okay. This right here is bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with if dude is being violent and you delete him, but also, you have to weigh that into consideration whenever you decide to do that. There's consequences for your actions, and you live in a state and you helped promote those laws that are there. Every single one of you. But to say, whenever they say you're incarcerating here with children on the outside, it's like walking around with your heart outside your body. How do you think men feel? What, you think men don't care about their children? Yeah. Let me ask you, how do you think it feels for Zachariah right now?
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Knowing that you're innocent.
Yeah.
How do you think it feels for him knowing that,
he was ripped out of his children's lives over that?
Exactly.
That's probably the part of all of this that hurts him the most. Not the sitting in jail, not the conviction, not any of it, not what she did to him, but that she took his children away from him.
Yep. They don't look at women of color as vulnerable and victims. They look at us like we're perpetrators, like we intentionally are from the wrong side of the tracks. Well, no, that's your opinion, because I don't. I look at all women as being equally horrible, equally good, equally wonderful, equally beautiful. Some of them might be larger than others and less attractive than others, but they're still women regardless. I mean, just like all men are men. I don't see them any different. I mean, there's bad ones, there's good ones, there's ugly ones, smelly ones, not so smelly ones.
Good morning, Zach. Nice to see you too.
With just months left on her sentence, Martinez said her mind is spinning with plans to get a car, an apartment, and a job. It's nerve-wracking. I'm overthinking, overanalyzing. I can't sleep. See, woman, stop. Yeah. And I feel for her in that, but it's more of this kind of crap that you're going to see. And this is also in, it's whenever you start screaming for equality, but then don't like the outcome of equality.
Okay? Right.
So they want to change the terms to become equity. It's not equitable, because equality doesn't matter. And this shows it right here. It took 4.5 months for Shannon Ross's life to unravel. Ross, who describes himself as an indigenous and person of color, there you already flags are going off right there, was arrested in Chicago in 2019 on weapons charge and ultimately found not guilty. But that came only after he spent months in jail awaiting trial, lost his home, his car, his job, and countless moments with his children. Absolutely. And this is what happens whenever you're arrested. Do you think that it's easy going through, even if you're found not guilty? Do you think, Zach,
Right.
whenever he gets out,
Because,
and we're talking about we're talking about a white guy.
right.
Do you think his life is going to be all of a sudden miraculously just back to normal?
Yeah. Right. He's not just gonna go pick up his kids and head home because now he
No.
doesn't have one, and you have to fight for everything back that you ever. I mean, you never get it all back, but you got to
Yeah.
fight for custody and all that stuff. And well, you were locked up, so we're probably not going to do that.
Yep. So Ross couldn't afford the $75,000 bond set during a hearing, and he recalls lasted only a few minutes. Absolutely. And that's the way the system runs. If you don't like the system, change the system. But that's not their complaint. I had to lose everything to prove that I wasn't guilty. Yeah, it messes with you physically, mentally, so psychologically, it messes up relationships, it messes up the time you put in to build up your life. Yes. And that's the goal. The state is there to bring you down. But in Illinois is about to overhaul the system that upended Ross's life. Illinois Pretrial Fairness Act, which abolishes cash bail as a condition of pretrial release, will take effect on September 18th, making Illinois the first state to end cash bail and testing ground for whether and how it works on a large scale. And we already know how it's going to work because there's a reason why they put cash bail in there. Okay? There's a reason why they did that. And you're saying, oh, it affects the poor and impoverished. It's like, yeah. A lot of things affect the poor and the impoverished, like being poor and impoverished. But there's a way to get out of being poor and impoverished is stop being fucking poor and impoverished. You know, there's ways that you can avoid this. Stop voting for policies that put you there constantly. You wonder why your state is shit. Stop voting for the politicians that are making your state shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful concept. You know, you're wondering why, you know, now your burger costs $15 whenever you're making $15 an hour at McDonald's.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Did you think that the rich were going to make up for that? The rich don't eat at McDonald's.
Yeah. And now it's, I'm sure they want it up higher than that.
Oh,
Because now
yeah.
you can't afford your $15 burger because of it. So, well, now you got to make minimum wage is like $45 an hour.
Why stop there?
Yeah.
Why stop there? I mean, we already saw it. We've seen this. We've mentioned this a million times. You know, $1 million an hour. Fuck, why not? I mean, you're printing money.
Right.
Why not just make it $1 million an hour?
Yeah.
You're giving it back to the bank anyway. And then whenever your burger becomes $1 million burger, you start understanding that your cash has no value. Like
Right.
this is the same response that they ran into in many other countries where they printed so much money that it just became, I mean, it was more valuable to burn for fuel than it was to actually spend. I mean, if you're taking wheelbarrows of cash just to buy a loaf of bread, you know that your economy has gone to shit. We're not quite there yet, but it's getting there. Good morning, Baldo. Good to see you.
Morning.
American Dream of the law that let E. Jean Carroll sue him was only opened up for a year or two, and she filed on the last day. No one else can come forward anymore and sue. Not true. Not true. They've made it in perpetuity. Yeah, it's insane. But Illinois is about to overhaul that system. Blah blah blah. Judges can still keep people accused of serious crimes behind bars pre-trial. Critics say cash bail policies are especially unfair to black people and other people of color. Why? It'd be the same if I was poor. It would be the same for me. I would still have a cash bail. Why? You think it's because they have color? Are you saying that colored people are not able to do well in this world? That you got to take care of some people because of their color? How does that seem?
That is what they say all the time.
Why do Democrats feel this way? I don't understand that thinking behind the Democrats, that just because you happen to have the color of your skin affects how much money you can make or how smart you are.
Or if you get an identification card.
Oh, they're not able to do that because they're not smart enough to do that. They don't know where the DMV is. They're not able to read. Wow. Well, you people are freaking horrible. Black men receive bail amounts 35% higher than white men. Prove it. Prove it. Is it maybe because a white dude got busted for some weed and that was it? Or maybe the black man got busted for some weed, plus he was carrying illegally an illegal firearm that might have been stolen. Like, pay attention to the minute details. You can make these polls seem whatever they want to.
Right. You can make them all the stats say whatever you want them to say.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it just happens to be black men that have a higher bail. Well, what were the charges? Because it seems to me the charges, if they're equal, then you're going to have this equal amount. Cook County Public Defender Sharon Mitchell Jr. described Illinois' previous cash bail system as a cousin to slavery. Well, Democrats would understand that. They're the ones that are all for it. The vast majority of people in the system are poor, and they're black and brown, and they have no power. You go to a bond hearing, it sounds like a slave auction. People are talking very fast and putting price tags on people's freedom. Here's an idea. Stop breaking the fucking law.
Stop breaking the law, asshole.
Between 70 and 2015, there was a 5-fold increase in the number of people jailed before trials. You think. In 2022, a U.S. Commission on Civil Rights report data shows that more than 60% of defendants were detained prior to trial because they couldn't afford to post bail. Stop breaking the law. Nearly 74% of the 631,000 people jailed daily in the United States are awaiting trial. Stop breaking the law. Typically in state courts, a judge decides if a defendant poses too much of a threat to the community to be released or if they can be freed with conditions according to nonprofit bail project. Yes, that's what happens. Some states have tried to ease cash bail rules. In 2017, New Jersey essentially replaces cash bail system with a risk assessment process that gauged the potential danger a released defendant could pose to the community, but cash bail is still allowed in some instances in that state and others that have curtailed the practice, such as New York and Alaska. California has made efforts to reform its cash bail system, but lawmakers balked at the sweeping reform. Yeah, we don't want to let these criminals back out on the fucking street. That's a wonderful idea. Illinois State Majority John Curran, Republican, blah, 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 saying that Jersey has done this mostly right. All felonies are put before a judge consider. Yeah, but the reason they try to move through these things so quick is because there's so many people breaking the fucking law that their caseload is overwhelmed. I mean, if you've ever watched what's her name here in Georgia, I forget. She goes through those cases like really super quick. And she's just zipping through one after the other. And the reason she does that is because that is just her caseload for the morning. Wait until you get the afternoon. And that doesn't include all the other cases that she has to deal with. She's trying to get those people, get them processed as quickly as possible so they can plead their case and move on. Like, right. Some of these people have been sitting in jail since 2017, awaiting trial. Better than that, Eris, than making you breakfast. Morning, Judge Manning. Yeah, Judge Manning. That's right. She tries to get through them as much as she can. She can only do so much, and she's only one person. There's multiple judges that have that same similar caseload. I think we'll be searching for a lot of people because defendants who don't post bond have no incentive to return to court. Yeah. In such cases, the judge must weigh several factors and decide whether to keep someone jailed, including evidence, previous convictions, or whether that person is a flight risk. It won't make the system perfect for everybody, but what it do is think it puts us in a better position to make more than a thoughtful decision. Blah, blah, freaking blah. Feels like catch-22. And the worst part about it is I knew I was not guilty. Okay. How do you think Zach feels? Do you think he feels more confident in our justice system? How about the people around him? Do they feel more confident in it?
No. Not so much.
Not so much. And it doesn't get much better. So depressing. And of course, France calls for a ceasefire and to end the tragedy in Gaza, which that's never going to happen. Good luck with that. Blinken went to visit the Middle East. I don't care. Biden's vow for affordable internet for all is threatened by the looming expiration of subsidies. This should be a good news story. Jesus. So do you think the government should be subsidizing internet service?
So dumb. It is not an essential.
Nope, it is not. But they're falling.
And you can, if you need it. Like, yes, I understand that having the internet is something we all need now because so much is on it. Go to the library.
Yep.
Go to any grocery store. They have free Wi-Fi every freaking where. Go to the laundromat, for crying out loud.
But see, here's the problem. To do that, to get on the interwebs, you have to have a computer.
But you don't even have to.
You have to have some sort of computer.
Go to the library. They all have them now.
Of course, you can go to the library, but that means you have to get out of your house. You can't have it in your house. You don't have the convenience to have it in your house. What if it's cold? What if the library is closed? I can't be, pulling up Pornhub at the library. And oh my God, what am I ever to do?
I hate people. Just another pet project because we're gonna have to pay billions and billions of dollars for it.
Well, let's see what the subsidies are. President Joe Biden recently traveled to North Carolina to promote his goal of affordable internet access for all Americans, but the promise for 23 million families across the U.S. is on shaky ground. That's because subsidy that helps people with limited resources afford internet access is set to expire this spring. The Affordable Connectivity Program, it's the same time that I hear affordable housing. What is affordable? Really, what is affordable? Okay,
Great.
How much did you spend on your nails? How much did you spend on your weave? How much did you spend on your rims? How much did you spend on your $2,000 Gucci bag? But yet you can't afford your own internet? Get the fuck out. Which provides $30 a month for qualifying families in most places. $75 on tribal lands will be out of money by the end of April if Congress doesn't extend it further. I think this should be a high priority in Congress. North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper, a Democrat who has worked with a bipartisan group of governors to promote the program, has said in a phone interview, too many families, $30 a month is a big deal. Really. $30 a month is a big deal. How much do you pay a month for that cell phone for, 5 kids? Or should I say, how much does the government pay you for a cell phone for 5 kids already. It matters a lot to Shirlene Alexander of Charlotte, who said the money she saves through ACP goes towards her grocery bills. It also will eat less. I'd love to see a picture of this lady too. I really would. It offsets her grocery bills. I'd love to see the size of this lady. I really would. Show me a picture of this lady. I'm serious. Show me a picture, and I guarantee you, she is no tiny thing. I could understand if she looked like she was half starving to death, but it looks like she probably ate 2 or 3 kids already. If they took ACP away, it'd be like taking food out of my mouth. I guarantee you, she has no problem putting stuff in her mouth. It said Alexander, a senior citizen on a fixed income. You know what they consider a senior citizen these days? How many senior
apparently
citizens?
Apparently me, Shizzy, because I got a freaking offer for senior citizen deals on my damn birthday.
I get them all the damn time. They consider.
Well, I'm a lot younger than you are, sir.
Yes, I know. I've been getting them since I was like 40. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I'm so mad. Maddie, you're right. That's what I mean by you kind of need the internet now. There's so many things that you need to do that you can't do any other way now. They put it online, and you can't just mail us a check. You gotta pay for it on the internet.
She's purchased a computer. If she has internet, she has a computer because she's saying she needs it. Okay. All right. So grandma needs it. Grandma needs internet. So that means she had to buy a computer. How much does that computer cost? Cost whatever it costs. Plus then she has to have general maintenance on it. And it probably runs like crap anyway, because she bought some cheap thing from Walmart or from, whatever fucking place. Those things are garbage. I first time I looked at one of those, I was like, holy crap, I can go on Amazon and get something, made in China that's no name brand that has better, build than this piece of shit. So if you're buying those things, just know they're not always the greatest. You're going to have to upgrade the shit out of them, and they're way outdated. So
I kind of want to hover around though by phones.
Yeah, those are pretty fun. But
we
yeah,
actually have a
here's
not
the
hover
thing.
around, but we have one of those ones. I can't remember the kind from my dad, but
so does she have a home phone also still? One of those landlines. Does she have a landline still? If she has a landline and she needs internet, she can still use dial-up.
Is dial-up still a thing?
Yeah, it never went away. It's just like faxes still exist.
Who are you gonna fax? Nobody uses it.
Yeah, they do.
All right.
We use faxes. We still use them. It's amazing that faxes have been around since before telephones. The facsimile was around before telephones were ever invented.
Well, that's way before my time, Shitzy.
AARP sent your mom bills all the time, getting that for 3 more years. Yeah. Spectrum is like $70 a month. Cell is $240. My MacBook Pro and new handguns. Addiction is a real problem. Good to see you. No, here's the thing that can easily be done to alleviate a lot of these problems is like there are other ways. Oh yeah, but your page is going to take forever. But you're saying you just need it for email and for friends. What? You can't play Candy Crush online anymore? Oh.
I'm just gonna disconnect just get a beeper and that's it.
Beep 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 beep. Sorry. I need the service for what, Grandma? What does Grandma need the service for? I wonder, what does she need it for? The program is key to Biden's administration plans to make the internet available to everyone, which the president has touted repeatedly as he ramped up on his re-election campaign. Here's the thing. In the cities, it's going to be a lot cheaper to get internet overall. And the reason is because you are in a city, you are in a confined area, and that internet is pretty much you just plug it into the wall. Most buildings, apartment complexes, that kind of crap, you've got free Ethernet of some sort. Some of them have their own Wi-Fi signals, or you can just jump on your neighbors, because it doesn't matter if he's gaming at 3 o'clock in the morning. You can just feed off of his until he changes the password. But you start getting out in the rural areas and it becomes more difficult because they have to get the lines out to you. And that becomes more difficult to get it out there. But also, if you're in a rural area, how much more internet do you need? I mean, are you constantly on the computer, or are you constantly, working in the farm, working in the fields, and the only time that you're on the computer is in the wintertime, so it'll be spotty at best. I mean, I feel for Valhalla, but dude.
Dang, Baldo.
$9 a month for dial-up here in Australia. See, there you go. $9 a month. Isn't that amazing? You can use it. And you can actually get a computer dedicated to being on dial-up, where you never have to, you don't have it on your landline. They implemented those a while back. 50 Cent says Trump is a good one. It's the one to get us out of this. Yeah. Our goal is connect everyone in America to affordable, reliable, high speed. Well, then that's completely different. If that's what your goal is, then you're lying to what the American people are talking about. So far, only 43% of eligible households nationwide have signed up, because 43%, that's about all that really give a shit. That's nationwide. But the program has enabled people who have signed up to avoid all kinds of financial trade-offs. Like what? January 11th.
So free Starlink for everyone.
Yeah. Enrolled families begin receiving notices about potential end of the ACP. Last day, families can apply to receive ACP benefit. Enrolled families receive further notices about their last bill. Their benefit will apply. And in April, last month, enrolled families can expect to receive full benefit. Basically, get you hooked on the internet, and then we are going to make you pay for it. Isn't that wonderful? If you put ACP and affordability in the context of social experiments, it derives in the economic value created. Benefit far outweighs the cost of $30 per household. What benefits are to giving, free internet access to everybody, or subsidies for it? As the program expires, participating families, including the nearly 900,000 in North Carolina, will either lose internet access or have to pay more to stay connected. So is that 900,000 old people? That's my question. So that's 900,000 grannies that are, don't worry, granny's only going to be around so long. You take away her internet, it just puts her in her grave quicker.
Granny's going to get on Facebook. They're all
on
Facebook.
Does anybody use that anymore? I don't know.
Oh God. I made my dad get one after my mom died. He wanted to look up his old ladies that he used to date and things like that. I'm like, you can get your own Facebook and do that.
Sounds very exciting. Very exciting.
And he loved that thing. He'd sit on his tablet and he loved
sit on his
it.
tablet. I love it.
Oh,
North Carolina's the state, one of the top states in the country when it comes to taking advantage of the ACP. Well, maybe because it's got a Democrat governor there. A bipartisan group of lawmakers recently proposed a bill to sustain ACP through the end of 2024 with additional $7 billion in funding. $7 billion in funding just for internet access.
Just to start with.
$7 billion. And you've got more people like crossing the border, more poor people crossing the border every single day. And guess what? They ain't white. So what does that mean? I can come here illegally, get free internet. Damn. What is the deterrent right now? They made trillions. Yeah.
I still have Facebook.
FCC has already taken steps to wind down the program and instructed internet providers to send notices about the project ending February 7th. The state is set to receive $1.5 billion from the federal government. So this is North Carolina, $1.5 billion from the federal government. And there's $7 billion in funding. How many states are there? Are we understanding this now? It's $7 billion in funding. And North Carolina is set to receive 1.5 of that $7 billion. Does that sound equitable to you at all? Does that sound equal to you at all? The ACP has tremendous effect on adoption, but it also has a huge impact on the state's ability to stretch available infrastructure funding. So basically, what are they saying? That they're using that funding for something else? With ACP's help, well, maybe I'm understanding this. Looking at it now, the state is set to receive $1.5 billion from the federal government. So that's total what they're set to receive from the federal government, not just the ACP. So I'm probably wrong. Glitch hoarder shitty. Yeah.
Yeah, you glitched for a minute.
Oh, did that happen?
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's better now.
In December, states submitted draft plans, blah, blah. And this guy looks like customer support. Cavish Heart. You have a name like that? You look like your customer support. Cavish Heart. Or I don't even want to try to say his name.
What?
I want to try. Okay, let's see. I'm not going to redo that one. And let's see.
Writers.
Not doing that one either. Not doing that one. Not doing that one. Not doing that one. I need to maybe get something a little more lighthearted. How about we do this more lighthearted one right here? This will put a smile on your face. Share screen. Dun, 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 dun.
No pocket money. No pocket money.
¿Cuánto tiempo? 3 mesi.
Sì, no pocket money. No bono.
That's someone that came over to migrate to New York. They need better hotels and better pocket money.
Oh, I need better pocket money too.
But here's a guy that speaks really good truth to that guy. You're gonna like this.
Imagine with me, if you will, you are tired of your house getting broken into. It gets broken into regularly. So at first you put up cameras, then you start locking your doors, and then you're like, you know what? Screw it. I'm putting a fence around my entire house, and I'm putting razor wire on the top of it, and I'm going to make sure that my house stops getting broken into. Some time passes, and people have stopped breaking into your house. And then the county sheriff shows up and says, you need to take the fence down around your house because people are dying outside of it trying to break into your house. And you look at him and you say, that's not my problem. And then a judge comes in and says, sorry, you got to take the fence down because people need to be allowed to infiltrate your private property. That's what's happening in Texas. And a conservative justice that Trump appointed, that we all supported, is turncoat and now siding with illegal immigrants. How is it even up for discussion whether or not the United States, a sovereign country, has the right to defend its own borders, and whether or not Texas has the right to pick up the baton where the United States government dropped off and protect their own borders? How is this even a question? This is ridiculous. And this is another example of the excellent work being done by the Biden regime. Well, we're building back better.
Yes, sir. I think you're muted.
Amen, brother.
you.
Amen, brother. He's speaking the truth that everybody has been saying, and they're finally starting to get it. Maybe, if you're lucky. If you're lucky, some people get it. Some people are starting to get it. Unlike this guy. This guy becomes more noticeable online and more recognized and more adored because he's another.
We all just want to be left alone. I'm so happy about it. Yeah, I am. I'm much happy about having gone through it. And it saves the lives of the kids who actually do go through with the hormone treatment. And you know, they don't actually, what actually happens is they get, what actually ends up happening is when they're that young, usually it'll end up being just hormone blockers, which are completely reversible. Completely reversible if they decide that's not what they want. But the thing is that actually going through puberty is so traumatic for some of these kids. It made me so detached from my body, and I can't undo that. I can't undo the puberty that my body went through naturally. But you can stop taking it. You can stop taking the hormone blockers if you want to. It's okay to do that. And these kids that actually the vast majority. Yes, it is. No, it is absolutely true. That is incorrect. That is absolutely incorrect.
I can't.
That is the future of your U.S. military right there.
I can't.
That is the future of your U.S. military. Is it true in South Carolina, your car is an extension of your house, like you can shoot someone for breaking into your car as if they were breaking into your home? I don't know about South Carolina, but I do know here in the state of Georgia that you are attached to your car. And if you are in your car,
yeah, you got to be in it.
Yeah, you can't just somebody breaking into it. No, that's completely different. But if you were in your car and someone is attempting to get into your car and they just happen to get deleted, there's a reason why you don't see people being ripped out of their cars in Georgia like you see in Illinois. Because there's actually a county that is mandatory that you have a firearm here in Georgia. Look it up. I mean, nobody really abides by it, but just that thought really deters criminals quite a bit.
Well, yeah, they never go to gun-friendly zones.
Okay, see, I didn't know. I don't know that, Sue. I know my wife is from South Carolina, but you know, she probably couldn't even tell you because you know your state laws whenever you're there. Like I know that's true here in the state of Georgia, and there's a reason why I always have a firearm whenever I'm in my car, because I've had
they always,
and all it takes is someone coming up and jerking that door open, hitting your windshield, anything. They do anything to try to get into your automobile. I mean, you're still going to pay consequences for it. You'll probably go to jail, you know. So you sort of have to weigh the situation. Is it worth deleting somebody over this, or is it worth, just locking your door and tell them to go F off? You know, there has to be some sort of reasonableness to it. It's called defense of highly defensible property. Damn it. Thank you very much, Tony. I still need to goddamn call you today.
Yeah, it's not reversible at all.
Yeah. Oh, Tony, damn it. I'm writing it down again and I will probably forget again. I'm freaking horrible.
Oh, yeah. You even put an exclamation point and everything.
I know. I had it written
You still
down.
didn't do it.
No, because I suck. I'm horrible at this kind of stuff.
Bad shizzy.
Bad shizzy. Well, I got tied up with a whole bunch of other things that morning. It was insane. Unlike this lady. And there's a reason why we have these kinds of things for people like this.
Leave me alone! Get out of the road! Leave me alone! I'm not gonna leave. Get the fuck out of my face! If you keep yelling, leave me alone! listen, if you keep yelling,
I don't care. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
It's a pretty simple accident investigation.
Off.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Baldo,
anything.
what happens in the back room
Not
stays
gonna
in
go
the
on the
back room.
I can't believe it. Oh!
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you want to know.
Pricks.
You get pictures, Chris?
No.
Do you have what you need for an accident report?
Yeah, we have what we need from the gentleman.
Okay. You want to tell us what happened?
No. The light was
No.
green and he didn't go.
Okay. Officer Berg will create accident report. You want the case number?
Participation trophy winner.
Mm-hmm. You want a
Okay.
case number?
Do you have her current information?
Do you have insurance?
I'm not giving you anything.
Do you have insurance?
I'm not giving you anything.
All right, well, we'll just give her a citation for no proof of insurance.
Okay, give me
That's
a
fine.
citation. I don't care.
That's fine.
What am I getting a citation
I
for?
already explained it to you. I'm not going to sit here and debate with you.
Insurance card.
You told me
Yes.
that I should kill myself and you.
I mean,
That's what you told us.
maybe.
You have insurance. You were involved in an accident. You need to provide insurance.
I don't have the information.
Then who is it, Kayla?
I don't know.
Okay.
Luckily, here in Georgia, I don't have to worry about providing insurance information because insurance company, if you don't pay your insurance or your insurance is expired, that your license is automatically revoked.
Dang.
I mean, you can still have your driver's license. You can still, use his identification. But if you're traveling in a vehicle, what they call that, traveling. If
Traveling.
You're in a vehicle
If you're just traveling, you don't need a license, Shizzy.
yeah, if you
That's
don't
what I
have-
learned on MG's stream.
If you don't have insurance, the insurance company contacts the DMV and the DMV marks it down. So whenever they run your plate, they can see if you have insurance or not. I mean, automatically. It's really, really damn cool. I was like, that makes it a hell of a lot easier. Insurance is a scam. Yes. Tempting as it is, I hesitate to laugh at people like this. So many people are emotional wrecks, barely holding it together and on the road driving.
Would you like to give it to us at some point? You want to tell us what happened?
The light was fucking green
Okay,
and my
you
tires
don't
are
have to
bald
you
and
don't-
I slid into his truck.
Okay.
In other words, stop breaking the law. Now, in some states, not in Georgia, but in some states, you have to do a vehicle inspection. They check your windshield wipers. They make sure that all your blinkers are working. They make sure that all your tires have good tread on them. They make sure that you have all your lug nuts. There's just a full vehicle inspection that you have to go through. I know that they have it in Illinois. Well, they used to whenever I first started learning about driving, back in my teens, that you had to get in, but because they didn't have emissions, but they had inspections.
They had cars then?
Well, that's more of an explanation than I got.
Your tires are bald?
That's what Cheryl told me
Okay. When was that?
the other day.
Can you come off the road?
No, I want to get hit by a car.
Why?
I'm
Why? It's an accident.
I can't afford to fix this.
You probably don't have to fix it that much.
You guys are fucking retarded. Straight up fucking stupid.
Okay. I'm not going to put up with that.
Don't have to fix it that much. The whole hood is crumpled in. The Flintstones, shizzy. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
We
why
love
my
you,
feet look like-
Shizzy.
that's why my feet look like they do. Yabba dabba, motherfucking dude.
All right.
I don't.
Good luck.
An insurance card. My insurance is through a different state.
Through what?
Wait, so
What's
No,
that
in-
say?
now here in Georgia, we had back in the day, and it may still be true. You'll see a lot of Alabama license plates. A lot of residents have Alabama license plates because at the time, whenever I was first here, insurance wasn't mandatory in Alabama. Okay, you didn't have to have insurance. So what a lot of folks would do living in Georgia is they would find a relative that lived in Alabama. They would get their driver's license, have a mailing address and all that kind of stuff, have Alabama plates. And so if they ever got in an accident, it was like, oh, I don't have
Oh,
insurance.
they will back home. They will get you for that. If you live on the Montana side and work in the North Dakota side, you have to have both. And they will watch. They watch a lot. And my
Oh,
sister
nice.
got it.
Nice.
It was the other. It's both ways because she lived in North Dakota and worked in Montana, and they got her because they saw her going across the border every morning, dang near. And
Yeah. But yeah, in Georgia, they don't play anymore with that. Of course, Georgia was really bad. What they used to have is everyone would get their tags in a, what was it, a like 2-week period. Everyone would get their tags, or it was like this really short period. And what would happen is if your last name started with A through J, then you had like these three days or whatever to get it. Then they would just do like these little sections, and the DMV lines were insane, like insane long, just to get your tag or your driver's license.
shut up, Maddie.
Oh my God, lock up this bitch. She needs an evil start. Yeah, this is part 3. Yeah, just imagine part 1.
Okay, you can call Officer Berg tomorrow and let him know who your insurance is.
No,
Okay, well then you will be cited for that.
that's fine.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right. You can take care of all the crash reports stuff. It doesn't matter. I don't know.
So she rear-ended the car. Yeah. So bad ticket and then no insurance. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Easy enough.
Exactly. Easy enough. Jesus, woman.
I see. I couldn't do that. Those cops were way nicer. Like, I'd just be tacking shit on you if I was the cop.
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat.
Just to be petty.
Every time
Petty.
every time that you start yelling and screaming, be like, totally, just yeah, okay, another. You want more? Where is the one that I saw the other day? It might have been the one that got
Always,
deleted.
Jizzy.
Huh? What
Said
did I
I
do?
always want more.
Oh yeah. You got to get more. To get more, you got to do more.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep. Get more, you got to do more. Where is it? I'm seeing if I've got it. Is this it? Yep, here it is. Ha ha ha. I knew I had it. This one right here. Oh, this is beautiful.
Jeez, somebody help me. Somebody help. Somebody help me. Hello? Doesn't anybody work here?
Hey.
Somebody help
Oh my
me.
lord.
Hey, what's
Who
the
are
matter?
you? Stop filming me.
What's-
Excuse me.
no,
Can you
what-
get an
I'm-
employee? Can you please get an employee? I slipped on
Yeah,
this water.
I would gladly get
I
an
slipped
employee.
on this water. Excuse me, sir. Can you get that man?
Yeah, hey
This
man,
works here.
look, yeah. I don't know.
Sorry, do you work here?
Yes,
I
absolutely.
need you to help me. I slipped and I think I broke something. It's really bad.
No, you didn't
Yes,
break
I-
anything. I saw
I
you.
broke something.
Okay.
I slipped on the water in the store. Water in the store. Tell him to stop filming me. Tell him to stop filming me.
Look, hey,
Tell him to stop filming me.
hey, this is a public
No,
place.
it's not public. You don't have the right to film me.
This is a
Stop
public.
filming me right now.
Okay.
Oh God. Oh, I think
Help
I
her
broke
up.
something.
She's fine.
No.
Help her up.
Oh no! Stop it! I hurt myself.
She
Hey,
kicks her.
hey, hey, don't take it on this guy. I saw
You
you.
need to stop it.
Harris.
I saw you.
Slow down.
This is so fake.
Yeah.
But people will totally do that. We had a lady
I slipped
slip
right
on some water in the
Right.
store,
I was
and the manager went and
He's
pulled
a
the tapes,
liar.
and she
This
poured the
man is a
water on the
liar.
floor
I
and
saw
did it
him.
herself.
He's
I
a
was
liar.
around the corner here,
No.
over on that side. Maybe that guy saw
lying.
too. And
Excuse me, can you stop filming me now?
No.
Can you
I'm not. Hey, okay, all right. No, hey, not okay. Not okay.
Bad.
Hey, no,
You're
not okay.
bad.
Are you
Bad girl.
Have you seen this? Okay. Ma'am, I saw you. You poured your own water and you slipped on your own.
It is. It's a CPR thing,
I was
Boldo.
behind there and she didn't slip. Just help her up right now. Okay. Just help her up. Okay, we're gonna help you up. Ma'am, we're gonna help you up.
This is over. This is going far enough.
Ma'am, we're gonna help you up right now.
Stop it. You get that camera out of my face. I'll get up when he stops filming me.
I'll
I'll
Get up whenever he stops filming me.
I'm not turning the camera
I'll
off.
get up when he turns off.
No, I need this to legally protect myself. You threw. Are you okay? No, she's not hurt.
I slipped on water in the store. I slipped on water in the store, and
This is so fake.
Tell them to stop. You tell them to stop filming.
I'm not
So made up.
I'm new to this
She needs CPR.
This is bad acting.
Okay.
This is
okay?
bad. She
Look,
needs CPR.
lady.
No, I
lady.
think she just
You don't touch me.
I'm not
You
touching.
don't touch me.
I'm
just
not.
put it in her
Hey,
mouth for a little while.
Okay,
to get
all
it.
right. All right. All right. Look, I don't.
Just one good one from the back to the front.
No, you don't. You call it. You call 911 because I slept in your store because you didn't clean up the water that was on.
Shh.
Oh.
Just a good one from the back to the front. Come on. You had to bring that up, didn't you?
I couldn't help it.
It's so dang wet right here.
No, it's not.
If
that
you know, you
poured
know.
The water there, sir. Yeah, I was okay. So I was filming from behind there.
No, don't touch my car. Do not
And
touch my car.
I was okay. All right. All right. No, I was filming.
Yeah.
Behind the.
You see the girl, she's just like, oh, okay, this is all stage set up. I'm out. Like, hey, are you in this?
The aisle here, yeah, and I saw her pour her.
No.
She set this up. Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it is
Water.
No, you didn't.
Right here, lady. You can't get away with this.
You delete that off your
I'm not
phone.
deleting it. I have it on
Delete it
camera.
off your phone.
It's her boyfriend. I think he's
So
going to
dumb.
It's a TikTok. It's all stage
Yeah.
bullshit. Looks like she just pissed herself from that angle. Well, she is moving right. Nothing broken, like she said. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
So dumb.
Yes, it is. It is dumb. It is crazy. It's insensitive, and I don't care at this time. Like, there's some of these people can be really, really damn horrible. Man,
I'll be right back,
oh,
Shizzy.
Man, I'll see you in a second.
Okay.
Oh man. So yeah, tonight I'm still debating whether I should show the primaries, but once I saw the primary over in Nevada, but once I saw where we were at with that, I'll probably just do more of the Sadie Beecham tonight with the Mo flaying as she hit me dying. Yeah. Arms and legs flailing. Yes. That is hilarious. But yeah, tonight I'll be doing a little bit more with Mo. She told me to go ahead and send her an invite. If she's able to make it, she'll do it. She was like, no guarantees, but we'll do it if we can. And what I'm going to do for you guys today is I'm going to send you guys over to the wonderful, glorious Mo in the deep end. You'll be there early, but there's nothing wrong with that at all. Oh, and it looks like Farrell is doing words on stream. What time are you doing words on stream?
At 9.
At 9?
Yep. Bye, Baldo.
Mo. Say Mo. This in. No, it's not showing. Deep and so you're doing yours at 9. I'll probably just send people over to you. Watch Words on Stream. They know how to find Mo. They know how to find Mo. Yeah, you guys go and check out Mo on the deep end. I'll be sending you over to Words on Stream for Farrell. She starts hers up at 9, and Mo's is starting at 9. So let's play some games. Yeah, there you go.
Mine will probably be on most of the day. I'm gonna do some laundry today, so I figure I might as well fire that up. I can do laundry in between, or
Give her
do
some
that in
watch
between
hours.
laundry.
What you do is you go over to Mo, you play the Words on Stream, because that's chat interaction also, which really helps out for the algorithm.
Right.
Do a little bit of that, and you can always do it after you watch Mo. She'll still have it up and running, and then tonight I should be doing one with Mo, and I may set up a second stream or a third stream for today or whatever to cover like the primary stuff and do that and see how it looks. And I'll look
right.
Primary is whenever we finish up, and if it finishes up with Mo having to head out, then what I'll do is just continue on, watch the primary stuff for a short period of time. If it looks like
it's kind of we already know what's going to happen, so
yeah, exactly. Nikki Haley will get the vote for that, but it won't count. It'll just be bragging rights to say, "Oh, look, I beat Trump." But what's going to be funnier is if they got none of the above. Also, also just remember this. Okay, this is something to keep in mind. If I'm not mistaken, you can only vote in one or the other. You can't vote in both of them. So you can vote in the primary, or you can have it in the caucus, but you can't do both.
Oh.
Or participate in both. I could be wrong, but I would double check with your state, local
I don't know, Maddie.
Stuff. Well, that being said, I'm gonna leave you guys
eventually
with a little bit of love and fake coffee drinkers. Peace.